Hi, welcome to our virtual senior parent night for the class of 2021. We're very excited for you to join us tonight. Just a quick reminder, going through the counselors, Mrs. Keither has A through G and T, Mrs. Chevermont has H through O, Mrs. Thompson has P through S, and U through Z. Miss Erin Fisher is new to our department as a part-time counselor. She works specifically with our students in the school to career class. Mrs. Patry is our registrar, and this year we also have a new secretary, Mrs. Van Asten. Some important things to know: students need at least 24 credits to graduate. When dropping or adding classes, they need to verify graduation requirements with their counselors, and this becomes really important when we roll into spring semester. And then do not make changes to your senior schedule after applications have been submitted. If this is the case, you're going to need to alert the colleges that you've applied to that you've changed your schedule, as this can affect admissions decisions.
Hi, this is Miss Van Caster. I am Hortonville High School's Youth Service Learning Coordinator, and one of the requirements at Hortonville for graduation and even early graduation is to get 36 volunteer service hours. These hours can be hours that you get outside of school that contribute to the betterment of our community, to learn a lot of employability skills and social interpersonal skills along the way. You do need to document your hours on getinvolved.org. These hours do need to be approved by the supervisor at that volunteer opportunity in order to count towards graduation. If you are applying for early graduation, they do all need to be approved at the time of your application. Otherwise, if you are just part of the normal graduation at the end of the school year, the final deadline for those hours will be April 15th. If you do have any questions about your youth service learning hours, you can contact me at Tara Van Caster at HASD.org or come visit me at school. But I'd be happy to help you get those hours.
Now is the time to start applying for colleges. This slide specifically focuses on four-year colleges. Students will apply online and pay their application fee online as well. It is important that your student is prepared ahead of time. So they should know their enrolled courses, current and past. They should have their clubs and activities listed. They should know their service hours and if they're employed. English class last year in the spring, so English 11, had an option to do an application essay. Some of your students will have this essay, otherwise it is on the application. ACT scores, your student took your ACT last spring. This score was sent to their schools if they have selected when they registered to have it be sent. If not, colleges request that you send in specifically from the ACT website. This year, actually, the UW schools are not requiring the ACTs be sent due to COVID, but if they're planning to go out of state, make sure you're reading those requirements, as well as some of those schools might still require the ACT. Even though it's not needed for admissions, sometimes it is still needed for merit scholarships. So just keep that in mind as your student is applying. Transcripts: once the student fills out their application and submits it, your student will log into their Zello account. This is linked, so if you click this slide after words, you can go back and click on Zello and it will bring you to the Zello website to request their transcripts. There's also another slide later on that will specifically walk you through how to request transcripts. Some schools require letters of recommendations. These forms can be found outside the counseling office Or we also have it posted online to help with less contact for, keeping everybody safe. For examples of admission requirements for a 4-year, the UWGB has a GPA of 2.98 to a 3.68 and an ACT score roughly of a 20 to a 25. UW-Madison's is a little bit higher with a GPA of 3.8 to a 4.0, and they usually require students to have a 28 to a 32 ACT. And then UW-Fox Valley, Oshkosh has a top 27% class rank and up to an 820 ACT. On this slide, we'll specifically be talking about early action versus early decision. Sometimes when you're applying to a 4-year college, this is a question that pops up on the application. So the difference between early action and early decision is that early decision plans are binding. And what that means is a student who is accepted when they select early decision means that they have to go and attend that college. So if they apply to other colleges but make their plan early decision, specifically, let's say to UW-Madison, if they applied early decision and they get accepted at UW-Stevens Point and UW-Madison, it means that they will be attending UW-Madison. Early action plans are non-binding. So what this means is students receive an earlier response to their application, but do not have to commit to the college until the normal reply date of May 1st. So there's also regular decision, which just means that you'll also find out later on. So if you did early action, you'll find out earlier. If you do early decision, that means that is a binding contract that you are saying that if you get accepted, you are for sure going to that university. There are many ways to apply to 4-year colleges. Specifically in the state of Wisconsin, we have the University of Wisconsin system. If you click on this, it's hyperlinked and will bring you specifically to the application process for the UW schools. We also have the Wisconsin private colleges, again, linked. So if you have a student that's interested in one of our private colleges in the state of Wisconsin, maybe Concordia or Carroll, you can click this and it will bring you specifically to their applications. If you're going out of state, we suggest that you check the school's website and apply through them. And then there's also the Common App application, which you can also hyperlink, so you can click on this and apply to colleges as well. Some of you might be wondering what you do if you have a student who doesn't know what they want to do, sort of knows what they want to do, or for sure does know what they want to do, but still has some questions they want to get answered. For them, we encourage all students to take advantage of the Wisconsin and National College Fairs. The National College Fair will be held virtually this year on October 18th from noon to 8 p.m. And then the Wisconsin Educational Fair is also held virtually on 3 separate dates. There's September 16th, October 7th, and November 8th from 3 to 6 p.m. For the Wisconsin Educational Fair, you do need to pre-register for this event. Some of you might be asking, why fairs? Well, the answer is there's over 150 colleges, universities, specialty schools, military branches to explore. They'll filter through all your post-high school options and interests. You can chat live and video conference with the colleges. And then there's also an interactive financial aid session for the Wisconsin Virtual Fair. So colleges will be available for the Wisconsin Virtual Fair from 3 to 5 p.m. And then again, that interactive financial aid session will be available from 5 to 6 p.m. So this is a really great opportunity, and we really encourage our students to take advantage of it. Don't forget about our technical colleges. The state of Wisconsin has numerous technical colleges scattered throughout the state, and these technical colleges are top-notch institutions. The one closest to us is Fox Valley Technical College, but there are many other technical colleges throughout the state of Wisconsin. If your student is interested in a technical college, have them apply by either clicking to the Fox Valley link or the Wisconsin Technical Colleges link. Don't forget, once they have applied to the institution, they still need to send their transcripts through Zello. Again, Zello is hyperlinked on this page if they need to go to that website specifically. Fox Valley Tech is still having an open house this year. However, it will be virtual. This is going to be held on Tuesday, October 20th from 2 to 6 p.m. This is a really great opportunity for students to talk with faculty, other students, have their transcript reviewed, and then be able to tour the tech as well as the student housing complex through video. So this is a really great opportunity for our students. The best thing about the open house at Fox Valley Tech is they can apply to the college, and when they do this, the $30 application fee is waived. So this is a really great opportunity for our students who are interested in the tech, and we highly recommend that you take advantage of this opportunity. As stated earlier, requesting transcripts are needed for four-year institutions as well as technical colleges. On this slide, you'll see the big click here in red, and when you do this, it will bring you to a step-by-step guide on how to request your transcripts from Zello. So if you have a student that is struggling, this is a really great resource for them to refer back to. It takes them step by step to how to go about requesting transcripts. If for some reason they don't remember their username and password for Zello, have them reach out to their counselors. We'd be more than happy to help them.
Hello, Mrs. Keither here. I'll be taking over the presentation from this slide forward. If you know that your student is interested in joining the military, or they're still maybe unsure what they want to do and you want to explore the military, we do still have recruiters coming into the building. They come in during the lunch periods and they rotate through Wednesdays on each month. U.S. Army comes the first Wednesday of the month, the Air Force is the second Wednesday, the Marines comes the third Wednesday, and the Navy comes on the fourth Wednesday of each month. If you would like to set up a meeting or have your student set up a meeting with one of these recruiters not during the lunch period, please let us know. We have contact information for each one of these branches. If you would like to be a part of that meeting, we can also set it up so you could be a part of it through Microsoft Teams. Mrs. Thompson had touched base on using Zello to send transcripts to colleges and universities, but Zello can do so much more. If you have older students or students who have graduated, they might remember career cruising, and career cruising is now Zello. So Zello is something that all students have access to. Their username is always going to be capital letters HORT dash their student ID number, and their password is something that they would have picked. So if they use the same password for everything, have them give that a try. If they still can't get in with the password that they usually use, let us know and we can reset the password for them. Now Zello is really great at sending transcripts, but it also does a lot of other really cool things. So students can complete interest inventories. They can also research careers and majors and narrow down universities or training programs that are available to them based on the majors or the careers that they're interested in. They can also take tours or explore colleges and universities and learn about admission requirements for each one of those. Students who are not interested in utilizing Zello for universities and colleges for research, they can also create a resume on there. They can create a portfolio of experiences that they've had, and just a really great resource. You as a parent can also utilize it, and feel free to log in under your student's name if you think that there's something that you would like to see. You might be wondering if there are any tests coming up for your current senior this year, and the answer is there aren't any official tests that the school is going to provide to current seniors, but there are tests that they might want to look at taking again or signing up for based on what they want to do after high school. So for example, if your student is interested in attending a four-year university or a junior college, they have already taken the ACT with us their junior year. Sometimes students choose to take the ACT again if their score isn't where they wanted it to be. Sometimes if they take it again and their score is higher, it'll bump them up into a new financial aid category or a different scholarship that they can qualify for, or admission requirements want a higher ACT score. If your student wants to take the ACT again because of one of those reasons, they can go to actstudent.org and sign up to take another test. They have already taken the test with us, so if you're wondering how do they register for it, if you're getting blocked on some of those things, the ACT website is going to ask, have they taken the ACT before? And you would answer yes, because they took that with us their junior year. The next question is, have they registered already for the ACT? If they have only taken the ACT with us, the answer to that would be no, because we registered the students for the ACT they took their junior year. So answer those two questions, and then it will help create a profile for them to register register for it on their own. If your student is interested in going to technical colleges will ask that students take the AccuPlacer. AccuPlacer in our area can be done at Fox Valley Tech, and they can register online for that. Although, depending on how high students score on the ACT, they may not need to take the AccuPlacer. The Fox Valley Tech or local technical colleges will accept ACT scores if they're high enough. Also keep in mind, if your student is interested in joining the military will ask that they complete the ASVAB. We will be hosting the ASVAB here on February 10th at 8 a.m. Students who are interested can sign up in the counseling office. If your student will be attending a four-year university or technical college in the fall, they're going to want to be completing the FAFSA. The FAFSA is the free application for federal student aid, and once they complete the FAFSA application with their 2019 income taxes, they can receive financial aid, which can be used to pay for books, tuition, and housing. Now, you will play a part in this because also your 2019 income taxes play a role in students' financial aid packages. We understand that every family's income and situation are very different, so if you have specific questions, you can reach out to any financial aid office at any university. We have partnered with Fox Valley Tech's financial aid office to host a FAFSA parent night on October 5th. We will make the information available after that. We will be recording a video similar to this for that evening, but whenever you attend that or get more information, you will be going to the FAFSA website, which is fafsa.ed.gov. It's a free application. Please note that there is a similar website that does charge you, and that's not the website that you want to go to. So go to the free one, and you will be filing for the 21-22 school year, and again using your 2019 income taxes. We encourage all seniors to start looking at scholarships that might help fund life after high school. Now, most of our students go technical college and four-year universities, and there's a lot of money that's available to them to help pay for books and tuition. We have a lot of information on our high school counseling website underneath our scholarships tab. That tab gets updated regularly once we start getting information from local organizations and national organizations regarding the scholarships that they have available. We will also print that and put it right outside the counseling office on one of our bulletin boards. Scholarship time for students is really starting to hit around the January, February timeline, but they should start looking at what we have on the website and see if they're applicable to apply for some of them. Some scholarships want to see a lot of service hours, or they want to see job shadows, letters of recommendation, and it's important for students to know what those are ahead of time so that they can get it and not miss a deadline. Something that all of our students, again, should apply for is the local scholarship. Information is on our website for that, but the deadline is February 26th. It is one application that helps apply them for multiple scholarships. Great opportunity there to get a lot of bang for your buck. You can also check with your employers or other community organizations if they have scholarships. You can fill out college-specific scholarships, so you can go on your college website and see what they have on their end to offer you for additional money outside of your financial aid package. But please keep in mind that there are also scams out there. So if there's any website that's asking for a credit card or personal information, you do not want to be working with that agency or that website. There's a lot of free information out there. And again, we have a lot of information on our scholarship page on our high school counseling website. A great opportunity for students during second semester of their senior year now is that they can take college credit classes on the campuses or virtually, and we will pay for books and tuition. So the programs are called the Early College Credit Program, or ECCP, and that is through the UW system, and Start College Now, or SCN, through Fox Valley Tech. It is formerly known as Youth Options, so if you have some older students who took advantage of the Youth Options program, it has just now been renamed. Again, students can take classes through UW system or Fox Valley Tech. There's an application that they need to complete, and the application deadline is coming up here on October 1st. So if your student would like to take advantage of that for their spring semester, have them come and make an appointment with us. We can either meet virtually or in person briefly to talk to them about the application, to look at specific classes that might work well for them. Things to keep in mind are that if a student is hoping to take a class that we offer here but is also offered at the Tech, we would not approve for them to go to the tech or through UW system. We'd ask that they stay here. Also, we're looking for students who have followed a pathway and maybe have exhausted all options for classes that we offer here. So, if they have taken a variety of science classes and now are looking for more, or if they've taken a variety of social studies classes and now are looking for more in-depth and more rigorous classes, that's really what this program is designed for. If your student is asking to take, for example, business classes, but they haven't taken any business classes here yet, we would ask that they take some business classes earlier on. So great opportunity. Again, we pay for books and tuition. Students get released from the school day and we adjust their schedule accordingly to make sure that they have time to both complete their graduation requirements here and take some college classes that are going to enrich their day and transfer to colleges or universities that they plan on going to later. Hortonville High School offers a variety of classes that offer college credit just by students completing it here at the high school, and that program is called CAP. You may have heard from your students there's CAP English, CAP Phy-Ed, CAP Spanish, there's also CAP Accounting, CAP German, a variety of other classes in there as well that your student might be enrolled in and hopefully completed the CAP paperwork so that they can receive both high school and college credit. It's a great opportunity through UW-Oshkosh and Lakeland University that our kids can take the class physically in our building. Our teachers are considered adjunct professors or professors in completing the class, and the grade that the student receives here at high school is also then starting a college transcript for them. Some of the classes that the kids take are classes that they would have to take at the college level anyways. For example, English 101 is typically an English class that most college freshmen take. So by completing that class here, it opens up their schedule then their freshman year for other English classes or other classes that they might need. Students are also completing that at a reduced tuition rate. So it's about $100 per college credit. Whereas if you remember back to your college days, or if you have any older students, currently the going rate for the UW system is about $300 per one credit. So again, reduced tuition rate for students here, a great program. If your student is interested in that, have them stop down the counseling office and we can take a look at their schedule and make sure that they're set to go to have that in there. Some other odds and ends that might be helpful for you to keep in mind and be knowledgeable about for your seniors is that they can graduate early. So if they have met their graduation requirements by the end of their first semester, so typically for seniors it's a credit of English and a credit of social studies, maybe another Phy-Ed or personal finance in there, but if they have met all their graduation requirements by the end of their first semester, they can complete an application that's due December 1st and they can graduate early. Now part of that application is that they are required to submit a letter stating that they're either going to be working full-time, going to college full-time, or joining the military. So they would want to start working on that now and planning for it. Again, they can stop in and talk to us, make an appointment, or meet with us virtually to talk about what graduation requirements do they still have and if they meet these requirements. Students can also apply for early release or late start on their schedule. So they can come in late first hour or leave early at the end of the day. I know with this unique schedule we have this year, seniors already have the opportunity to leave, but still something that you might see on their schedule, and that explains what it is. So they, if they are in good academic standing, can leave during those times. Some students might be interested in an alternate schedule during their second semester. An option to make that happen would be through our School to Career program. The supervisor for that is Mrs. Fisher, and her email is at the end of this presentation. But students who are currently working can also have release time from school. They can log their hours and complete some presentations and essays throughout the school year to receive high school credit for working. So great opportunity for them to have up to 2 class periods off during the semester. If you have any questions about that, you can reach out to Erin Fisher. We also have a pretty strong apprenticeship program. So students who are thinking about going into the trades or other areas such as business, hospitality, agriculture, they can work with Mrs. Grenzer to set up a youth apprenticeship through a local company, and they can receive up to 4 hours off during the day. A great opportunity for students who are interested in joining the world of work right after high school. That can then transfer into an adult apprenticeship program. And again, what a great opportunity for our students to start working in the field that they might be interested in, getting a paycheck, working on relationships with those local organizations and companies, and getting quite the experience before they go off to either college or world of work or technical college. If you have any further questions, we'd love to hear from you down in the counseling office. Our phone number is 779-7934, and our email addresses are listed below. You can also ask that your students reach out to us via Canvas. They are all added to our Canvas classes so that they can connect with us immediately on their phones or on a desktop. Thank you and have a great night.